What is up, party people? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have Tether versus the Stasis Supers. And well, I mean, you know, it's Tether, another super that's somewhat good at his job, unlike certain ones. We're gonna be using top tree Tether because it has more range than the bottom tree does. So we're just gonna use this kind of as a baseline for Tether in general. Obviously if we use bottom tree, it basically works the exact same. The only difference is less range and you got way more tethers. But again, we're gonna be using top tree for the testing in this video. If you enjoyed the content, please sure to give me a like, comment, some subscribe action, as I really do appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get straight into the content. Alright, so for this particular one, we're going to do this a little differently since Tether isn't as shut down super as the other ones are. It's more like an actual trap. So for this, I think we're going to try to like showcase how the supers can maybe destroy it or get around the Tether, while also trying to kill the person that placed the Tether. And I'll also maybe give some tips on how you should be using Tether, because I see a lot of people doing silly things with Tether, making it worse than it needs to be. But yeah, first off, let's just showcase the range of top tree Tether, which I think is about here. I think that's about max range. There we go. That's like 10 meters. God damn, that's actually a lot farther than I thought it was. That's like 10 meters.
But also remember the initial shot does get a little bit further reach. Be stupid.
That's like 10 meters, goddamn. But yeah. So we got about 10-meter range, which is again kind of insane. But now we're gonna see about Stasis Titan. Like, just try to see if you can break the Tether using the leyyme move, the icicles or whatever. See if you can break it. Set it off. Nope.
Nope. Yeah, that thing was like right in front of it. Didn't do anything.
Okay. See if you can block the Tether and like use like the little crystals to like go around it. Does that make sense? Basically, see if you can use it as like a wall.
Nope.
It kind of works.
It
like
works.
Like it got you like
doesn't.
right here.
Yeah, so I would have to time it better with the wall.
Huh. It looks like you actually could use the crystals as walls. That's kind of cool. Try it again.
Do this one. It caught me on this end.
That's
I
interesting.
actually had it. It caught me on that end. Oh well. Okay.
That's kind of interesting though. That's kind of interesting. I kind of like that. So it looks like you can use the walls, the ice, the whatever you want to call these, as walls to kind of block the Tether, and you can get around like that. That's interesting. That's new. Obviously, you gotta waste quite a bit of your super to do that, but I mean,
Especially
in the
with
event,
the upcoming update. Yep.
yeah, plus with that. But like, if you're in the, I mean, if you're ever in the event where you have to kill this guy for Tether, you got a chance there. Anyway, just try to go ahead and kill me. When you have a super coming at you, you want to mostly just just kind of tether around the ground and just play around your Tether. There you go.
Play around Tether.
You literally just want to play around the Tether. Don't leave the Tether too far. Just stay near it. Stay near it as much as possible. But another little cool little tip you can do with it, go ahead, pop it, is instead of tethering straight to the ground, tether the wall. So now they have less movement options as well.
Exactly. That means I have to stay away from the middle.
Way less movement options. And because it doesn't activate immediately, you can literally just sit there and wait for it to have to activate. And go ahead, pop again. And in the event that you need to do this, you can also shoot it if you wanted to activate a little bit quicker. Hey. Realistically though, tether versus behemoth, like, you should be able to tether them. Like, you should be able to. But unless you're doing something like, go ahead, try to kill me again. Unless you're using it like most people end up using it, which is like this, you'll probably die in the process. Again, you want to preemptively pop your tether. That way you have a much higher chance of living instead of dying when you pop it. But, yeah.
Because remember, if you're in the air, Behemoth will send you flying.
Yeah, and because
you will definitely die from Architect.
And because of how tether was, when you pop it, you literally get propelled in the air a little bit. So you don't want to get propelled in the air. But yeah. So we learned that you can use the little Titan's glacial, whatever the fuck you want to call it, as walls to kind of block the tether's like line of sight, which is kind of cool. Like, that's actually pretty cool. And yeah. That's really it. Not really much else to say here. Like I said before, Tether's kind of a better shutdown super, at least better than, you know.
Blade Barrage. Fuck off.
Much better than Blade Barrage, at least in my humble opinion. But yeah, we move on to the next. Okay, we have Stasis Hunter versus Tether. This shouldn't happen, like ever. Both of these supers are shutdowns. Well, Stasis Hunter is more of a normal player shutdown than a shutdown super, but they have shutdown mechanics. Honestly, this should have never actually happened. But let's see if, theoretically, if both players would have popped their super at the same time. Let's see if Tether will get his off first. I doubt it, but let's see. Just go when the nade lands. Let's see. Oh, yep, about what I expected.
Because I get so much damage, you even hit me directly.
About what I expected. You'll tell him. He will get tethered, but you're definitely gonna die before that fucking nade. Okay.
Especially because you can't move.
Like, I'll be real. There's not much to say here. This shouldn't happen, like ever. Like, there's no way to, like, I mean, I guess you kind of could predict that maybe he's gonna come in with a NATO, and you might can like throw a tether downhill or something. But like, go ahead and try to like just come down and try to NATO me or whatever. Realistically, he's just gonna come in from above like that, and then you're just gonna die anyway. Like,
yeah, like I don't have to do much.
He can literally just throw it from afar. He don't need to come close to the tether. Again, realistically, this matchup should never actually happen. The only way I could see you wanting to do this is if it's like, say like last round in Trials or something, he has NATO, you got tether. This is like the only thing I can see you doing. You're being like and just getting over there before he can even pop it. Like that's your only help.
If I see it coming.
Yeah, like that. Like he had no idea I was actually gonna tether there. But he acted to upon me tethering, jumped out the way, and got a NATO off. Like, this should never actually happen in that thing. But one more thing we're gonna try. Go ahead and shoot your thing at me. Let's see if you super first. Nope, you can't even get it out. You can't. You can't. One more time.
It has a longer activation sequence. I won't hit you directly this time. Actually, didn't mean to be honest, but
one more time. You can't even get it out. No, this shouldn't happen. This matchup shouldn't happen. This really shouldn't happen. Oh, and speaking of matchup, we forgot to give like the thing for the Titan. Realistically, Stasis Titan versus Hunter. Tether Hunter should that's like a 80-20, 90-10 even. You should be able to tether us. Yeah, you should be able to tether a Titan. And in this one right here, this is null and void. We're not even gonna give us a rating.
I mean, I'll just say, I personally say Stasis Titan just wins 100% of the time. I don't really see. There's a lot of situations where Stasis Hunter wins 100% of the time.
Honestly, yeah, but
this shouldn't be a fight in the first place. Your activation sequence is very longer than mine, and then by the time I freeze you, it's a done deal. Because I forgot the second one off at that point, even if you activate your super mid go.
Yeah, this really shouldn't happen. Stasis Hunter probably wins. But again, my rating for this is straight up null and void. This shouldn't happen in the first place. Oh, but okay. Next up, we have big boy Stasis Warlock, which this one might be kind of interesting. Stasis Warlock, the king of shutdown supers, because realistically, this is a roaming shutdown super. Honestly,
basically,
this is gonna be interesting because Stasis Warlock doesn't need to be close to kill you. He can literally just be in Africa and just shoot you from afar. So baiting that might be a little bit hard, but I have ideas for it. But first off, let's see if Stasis Warlock can break a tether just by shooting it. Let's see if he can break it. Let's see.
I can actually. Yep.
And it's gone. And you, how much we got left?
I have to do this.
So you actually had enough to like do like one little shooting burst, and you probably would have had enough to like do an AoE if you did it immediately.
If I did it immediately.
So essentially, if he were to break the tether, you'll have enough super to still get a kill as well. But that's assuming you start shooting the tether like immediately when it gets popped. I don't know how effective that would be like in the actual like gameplay environment, but you can break it. See if you can I don't think you can freeze it, but see if you can like shoot a little bit and then like try like throwing the AoE thingy on it. See if you'll get like crit damage or anything. Don't look like it?
No, oh, 30, yeah. 30, yep. I'm doing 30s.
Is that 30s like for crit damage or just normal damage?
Just normal damage. If I do it and if I shoot and then do it, it doesn't do any extra damage. It's just there's 30 flat.
Huh. Yeah, I don't think that's a cash money idea. To like just shoot it. Maybe you might can get away with it in a normal game. I don't know. I don't think it's that effective to do. But at any rate, let's do like a real life engagement here. Go ahead and just like pop it in. If a Stasis Warlock pops, you want to tether like somewhat high and just kind of hope, realistically.
Like, I don't have to get close to it.
You want to tether somewhere high up because they're probably gonna be floating high up. So tethering like a wall or something is probably your best bet. The problem is they don't gotta come close to you. So, and they have splash damage, so you can't just hide behind a wall either. So, yeah. Go ahead again. That was a poor tether. Like this entirely depends on the map, realistically. Like this depends on the map and everything. Go ahead again. Like if you were to do something in here, you'll have a little bit of a better chance. Because he has to come to you at this point. And you can just sit him out and wait him out. And he's out. Yep, you can just send him out and wait him out. Easy peasy. So you definitely want to try to bait him inside of something. If you have like an open map like this, you want to try to bait him inside of a closed areas. Because outside, he's just going to win. He literally just wins.
That's a slaughter.
Honestly, though, that's kind of about it for this engagement. Again, they don't gotta come close to you, so try to bait them indoors. Best bet. Yeah. I'll, depending on the map, I'll say this is 50-50. If it's like a map that has like closed engagements like this, you can get away with it, probably win it, or at least make them waste the super. If it's a map that doesn't have anything enclosed, like say maybe Widow's Court, because Widow's Court's kind of open map, even inside church it's kind of like wide open a bit. Warlock might have a more upper hand a little bit. In that environment, it might be like what 70-30 maybe, but yeah. Well, Stasis Titan, that's a straight up tether to win almost all the time. Stasis Titan can, however, block the tether by just using its slam attack, so that's kind of cool. But obviously, there's gonna be holes in that, so it might not be as effective as you may want it to be. Though, if you have a glacial, then you might can get away with it doing a little bit more. Stasis Hunter, it shouldn't be a matchup, but if it is a matchup, Stasis Hunter probably wins almost all the time. and against Stasis Warlock, that's a weird one. Against Stasis Warlock, that's probably 50-50, but it honestly depends on the map, depends on how you're using the tether. If it's in closed engagements, you probably win. If it's in open engagements, you probably die. So, yeah, that's that. I think next week we'll be doing Noah Bomb, which that will be interesting. I think Noah Bomb wins, just period. But we'll see.
He's actually good at his job.
Yeah, unlike you know, we all know.
Cough, sniff, sniff.
Hashtag buff Leparage. But yeah, we'll do Noah Bomb next week, and then I think that'll be all the supers done. I think we have everything done finally. I don't think there's a super we missed. If there is, let me know. But I don't think we missed a super. And then I'll make a tier list. But yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, I bid you all adieu. He swapped to Noah Bomb.
Fuck you.
Bye bye.